flying over the sea, and they're attracted to treasure, and they hoard it. Ooh. In the forest, there's the Knucker and the marsupial dragon. Then in the mountain, there's the European dragon, the Asian lug, and Tibetan dragon. Ooh, see what's back here? Oh, wow. Look at all that.
I don't think he finds that book interesting.
Ooh, what's that?
Oh, yeah. Did you scan the other one? Because no one just scanned it.
Then again, he looks so excited.
Yeah. You wanna feel it? This says
It's like a drum.
specimen from a frost dragon juvenile. You feel it? See? Ooh, that feels kind of cool, right? You feel it? Yeah. Oh wow! Look at that one. Oh, it's so pretty. The differences between East and West. Sadly, in the West, mummers play enacting the mutilation and killing of dragons used to be fairly common.
Oh my gosh.
There. In the East, dragons are granted a proper respect. During Chinese festivals, they are often honored with dragon boat races and dragon dances, as shown in a scene depicting a dance from Canton in 1884. It is interesting to note while legends of Western dragons portray them as vicious, bloodthirsty monsters, Eastern dragons are for the most part seen as benevolent helpmates to mankind. The reasons for this likely stem from the historical interactions that mankind has had with the different species of dragons. Clearly, some have been better neighbors than others.